Hey everybody, it's Shamika. Let's talk about personal guarantees really quick. Okay, so if you don't know what a personal guarantee is you are an authorized official on a business account and you are signing up for credit for your business, but you're going to use your social to personally guarantee the debt that you are or your business is going to take on. And what you are essentially doing with that personal guarantee is stating to the business that you will be personally liable if this bill is not paid in accordance with the contract. So, what you're saying is if I don't pay my bills under the business, you can come after me on the personal, under my social, not my EIN or DUNS number, to come after me to get this debt repaid. And normally what happens is you will see that if you don't pay it on the business side, they will put a negative remark onto your business credit report, but they will also do the same thing on your personal credit report. You will now see a trade line or a derogatory mark where you now owe for the bill on your business. Okay, so that is what a personal guarantee is. But what I want to teach you is the personal guarantee switch. This is a trick that a lot of people use to be able to get a lot of credit for their business. And when I say credit, I'm talking about credit cards, people. I'm not talking about cash. There's a difference. When it comes to business, I think it depends on what it is that you want. Your end game is to get large lines of cash or capital loans, or you're trying to get large credit lines, which you can then, if you're smart and know how to, you can turn around and take that money that's on that credit card and turn it into cash so that you can have money in your hands and you don't have to worry about going through a bank and showing bank statements and all of that. So here's how to put some money in your hands without having to send over your bank statements and all that stuff. They're all in your business. All right. So here's what people do. So when you are guaranteeing credit on your credit application, it will ask for an authorized official who has or who is a 20% owner or more in the company. And anyone who has 20% stake or more in the company can use their social and apply. So if you are an individual who has a business and say you have your mother or your father or someone who supports you, of course, I would tell you to get their permission. If they support your business and wants to see it grow and they have good credit, ask them, can you PG your business credit card with their social or their credit? Now, this takes trust on both sides. Both individuals need to be responsible because one, you, the business owner, are depending on this individual to use their credit. So we hope that they have a good credit score and that they're being responsible with their credit so that you can actually get approved, because that is what the bank is going to look at. They're going to look at their credit because that's what you're PGing it with. But on the other side, we also want to make sure you, as the business owner, that you're responsible and that you're going to pay the bills, because if you don't, you're going to mess up your business credit and this other person that helped you. So I will not tell everybody to do this because not everybody can be trusted to do this. But if you, say it's you and your wife, you actually can do the PG switch as often as you like and get more credit for your business. So if you're the husband and you're applying for a Lowe's credit card, well, you can PG it if that is a requirement with your wife's social, okay? You get approved, she gets approved, or shall I say the business gets approved, then boom, you have generated some money for your business or credit that you can use for your business that you can turn into cash. And you can always turn credit into cash as long as gift cards are available. So that's not going to be a problem. Even if it's a Home Depot or a Lowe's, it doesn't have to necessarily be a Visa or MasterCard. There are different ways to get money from those cards. Okay, so don't think that it's a dead end just because you didn't get, a fancy credit card. But at the same time, if you want to do an American Express or you want to do a Chase or Capital One, you can do the same thing with someone else's. Say you got your parents and their credit. Usually most older adults have good credit because they haven't messed with it in a long time. They've had a chance to, bounce back from all the mistakes they've made. You can use their social to PG your account. And the reason that I can say that you can do this is because although those individuals aren't on your articles of incorporation, articles of organization, Credit card companies don't go and pull information from the Secretary of State to see how much percentage an individual or how much stake an individual has into a company. They leave that up to you, which is why I state that you have to be responsible in order for this to work. You need good credit and you need good credit behavior. You need to make sure you pay your bills on time. Your business credit needs to be, spoon fed and babysat just like you would your personal credit. And that's the only way to keep building. And the wonderful part about it is if you have enough people that are around you that you can PG switch with, then you can continue to get as much credit as their credit scores will allow you to obtain for your business. And then what's great about it is you can now then, when they build a business, you can do the same thing with them. It's almost the same thing as the susu. If you guys are familiar with the susu, when everybody puts their money in and then it all goes around and one person, gets a payout and then you wait and everybody puts their money in and the next person gets all that payout. It's the same thing here with this. I just call it the PG switches because no one is checking to see what stake anybody has in the business. They really do leave that up to you. So I would tell you, if you got a group of friends and you're all responsible and you're all trying to get ahead, get together, share your information with the person you trust, and build credit for each business. You can do it. I would say do it one at a time. I would not do them all simultaneously because you are having inquiries put onto your credit, your personal credit. So I would also tell you that if you're doing the PG switch, you need to make sure you have a credit repair person on hand to remove the inquiry once you get approved for the card so that you can keep the inquiries low in order to continue getting more credit. There is only a certain amount of banks out there. So you want to make sure that you are hitting the ones that have the most credit cards available. Like American Express, they have so many different business credit cards, so many different personal credit cards, but they have a lot of business credit cards. So you definitely want to apply to them because you want to be able to try to get all the different ones that you can, and you can be able to do that as a representative of your business if the person that you're using to PG has good credit. Now, I'm not all for PG. I don't think PG is super great all the time, but I do understand why banks do it. It makes logical sense to me. If I was a bank, I had money to lend somebody. I wish that even when people ask me for money now, I wish that I could see in the future, or at least see in the past, how you handle money when somebody gave it to you before. And if you didn't pay somebody back, I don't want to give you any money because you're not going to pay me back either. And that's exactly why the banks want your social or a social, so that they can take a peek into your credit to see how responsible you are or how irresponsible a lot of people are. So make sure that if you're going to play the PG switch, you need to be trustworthy, you need to have good credit, and you need to have great credit behavior. And you and all of your friends can build an enterprise and have a ton of credit available to your business if you guys just trust one another and work together. Now, before I end this video, I will say that this same PG switch that I am talking about, people do with CPNs. If you're not familiar with a CPN, I have another video. I'll put the link below that you can see what a CPN is to better understand it. But people do that with a CPN because they don't want to have to rely on somebody else. So if you happen to have any, although I'm not encouraging this, I have seen it done. I would prefer it be done with people who are actually alive and real, versus using the synthetic ID. But hey, I'm just speaking on what the options are out there because I know people do different things. And so I just want to speak to both of them. But you can do the PG switch with the CPN. I don't recommend it. Find you a good group that you guys can sort of kind of be like an investment team. And that's how you all get together to build up each person's business. And you could continue to do this through family members. You could continue to do this for generations to come. And as long as the credit's good, the score is good, and the credit behavior is good, and they're trustworthy, you cannot lose. So anyway, I hope I taught you guys something new. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share. Tell me what you guys think. I do comment or I do reply to all the messages below. So holla at me. Thank you for watching my video. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.